If you recall back to earlier in the week on Monday, we were going through, taking a little bit of a look at subnetting. And one of the things we said was that if I have an IP address, my computer needs some additional information in order to go through and for that to be useful. And so if I start with the IP address, we went on our computers, we were able to go through and get it to show us some of the different IP address information. What was the next thing it needed? The IP address, what was right under that?
Subnet.
There you go, subnet mask. That was the next thing. And what did the subnet mask actually do? Why was that important?
Helps us with our network.
Yeah, but how? What does it do with the network?
Identifies what's valid and what's not.
Valid and not, okay, we can say it that way. So we're breaking down into two different categories. What were those more specifically?
Whether it's local network or wide area network.
Okay, so really for this IP address, what part of this IP address represents my network chunk? And what part represents the host, the actual computer that I'm sitting on? And so that's how we break it down. And in binary, we take everything back to binary and have it make sense. And so in binary, what are my two options for numbers?
1 and 0.
1 and 0, yeah, on and on. So if it was part of the network, did we use a 1 or a 0 for that?
1.
That was 1s, all right. And so we're taking a look at these in chunks of 8 octets. And so 8 numbers at a time. 8 ones gives me what number? 255. And then 8 zeros gives me, obviously, 0. Okay. So if I have this IP address and I need to use my subnet mask, we said we had 3 classes of addresses we could start with. So A, B, and C. This is A, B, or C?
C.
How do you know it's C?
Memorized.
Yeah, okay, we memorized. That worked, yeah. So what did you memorize? The first number. So 192 falls within that Class C address range. So the default subnet mask for Class C address is what?
255, 255, 255.
Awesome. 255, 255, 255.0. And so then what does that mean? Is this part of the network or the host?
Network.
Okay, so this one's part of the network. What about this one here?
Network.
Network, awesome. Well, this one,
Network.
network. Okay, the one down here on the edge. There you go. So if I was to draw a line, I'd say, okay, everything on this side, this is my network. My business has what chunk? My business is 192.49.24.0. That's its chunk of addresses. Which of those addresses am I putting specifically on this computer? 192.49.24 is the network. 191, that's the part that applies to this computer. The computer next to it could be 192. The next one could be 193, 194 on down the line. So that's how we're going to break that up. And then I needed one more piece of information too. I had my IP address, my subnet mask. What was the third thing I needed?
Default gateway.
Default gateway. And so what was the default gateway?
Closest router.
Yeah, it is the port of the closest router that's within the same network chunk. So this computer can talk to it because we're connecting both into what device? Not the router.
Switch.
Connecting both into a switch, and then the switch is going to connect into this guy. This is what we're going to put on a router. We'll make it 192.49.24.1. Now, does it have to be .1?
No.
No, I could pick any number from within this range, but most businesses will standardize on either the lowest number, the highest number, they'll have something that they'll go with. So we'll say .1. So if I put this information on my computer, then we should be able to get the network, right? Okay, so far so good? Any questions?